Welcome to the stream. Let's see what's going on. Let's see how the bash build does. Ain't played it in a while. Always grab these A-lid wells as well for a bit of extra health if you see them active. Always handy. Make my way to Walden. Bet there'll be some fat off Zerg here. quick little tip, the Bone Man polymorph hides the corrosive armour, which is handy, because when people see the corrosive pop, that's when they back off. Yeah, as you can see, Night Blades can be a little bit tricky with bash builds, as they've got high mobility, so obviously you've got to try and keep pinning them down with the shattering rocks. It wasn't actually a gank Night Blade, there was just, I think they were using Dark Cloak, the other one, so they weren't going invisible. But yeah, they can be quite tricky because they do have a lot of high mobility. Probably could have killed him, but just a matter of timing, really. If anyone wants to see the build, let me know, I can show it on the screen. But yeah, it's brilliant, the bone polymorph, because I think it's the only polymorph or costume in the game that hides that corrosive, because when you've got the corrosive you have that green sort of like poison glow all around your body, and of course as soon as anyone sees that they know that you're going in for the kill, so I'm pretty sure this Bone Man masks a lot of it, so it's harder to spot. Hi there, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so that's a nice little tip. Any build you run with corrosive, you need to get Bone Man, which is this polymorph, because it don't show the corrosive. I think the other skeleton does, but Bone Man seems to hide a lot of it. So it's probably still visible, but it's nowhere near as visible. And so if you're in a group with a load of clutter and animation going, they're going to struggle to see when you're going to pop your corrosive. And that's with the bash build, you need that element of surprise, you know, to overwhelm people quickly. Once they cotton on your bashing, you know, if they've got good block mitigation, you know, it's gonna be a big detriment. But you've got to shock and surprise and pin them down fast. You can catch a lot of people off guard with this. Make sure you use the tri-stat potions as well, as you know it is resource abusing this build. You know, heavy attacks. What's the build? I'll just quickly show. Wasn't a good time to show it, luckily there was someone next to me. Just make sure everything's reinforced on the body, tri-stat enchantments, everything heavy, and all your jewelry enchantments bash to maximum damage. No worries. A lot of people knock bash builds, but they're just a fun build to play. Can catch a lot of people off guard. Like I said, what you need to do is make sure people don't work out what you're doing initially. I sort of hide that I'm a bash build and then sort of hit them and overwhelm. But obviously, yeah, there is a lot of someone's got high block mitigation and they know what they're doing. It can be tricky. Won't kill everyone, but what build does kill everyone? People bashing bat builds. Better than that awful meta though, isn't it? Dual wield masters, battery and ice staff, running way of fire or something like that. Everyone's got that on. Yeah, Xbox EU. See who killed them, must have been a Nightblade. Always handy to have some detect bots on and all if you're dealing with Nightblades. Well, at least there's a lot of people on Xbox EU. Good, good. I know, I want to go to PC, it's just the effort of grinding everything again, isn't it? If I did, I'm only going to do one character. I'm not going to have a load. Just grinding that CP again, isn't it? Brutal. It is Grey Host, the main one. Thank you to everyone that's joined the stream. If you could like as well, it'd be a great help. Thank you. I've only played Daggerfall Covenant. I'm always a blue. I'm a smurf. Just wish they'd make some more sets, some more bash build sets would be good, or any sets at this point. Hoping big things for the next DLC, hopefully. But yeah, this build still is effective. I think you've got to go Dragon Knight though because of the corrosive penetration, so you don't have to invest anything in penetration, no sharpened weapons or anything, and just when you're in corrosive you can just pop that, do all your damage in that. Even though they have nerfed corrosive where you can't build ultimate in it, it's not massively noticeable. You've just got to make sure you time your potions correctly, only use your potion in between the ultimate. That's what I do. Heavy attack. Obviously, like I said, your recoveries are very low. Could change the food up, I just always run Bewitched. And I've got no vampire on this build, which is nice. I play all colours, red is asleep lately, I just play my new standard, just chill him. Yeah, I need to do standard. I'm just not very good with him. I've got a builder lined up for that I haven't released yet. There's so many builds I need to be releasing. Too much going on. But yeah, my long-term goal is to come away from Xbox probably, and double Nightblade. Carefully, I've just burnt on the been invaded. A losing battle. Yeah, gone. It's a Nightblade Fiesta. Yeah, if we said like classes that this struggles fighting against, it's definitely Nightblades because of the high mobility. It does well against sorcerers, I think it does well because their only thing they can do is sort of streak and escape, but the chains you can pull back on top of them. Arcanists, it's good because they use the beam a lot, and when you interrupt them, obviously that really knocks them senseless. Same with the Templar with that beam execute. Yeah, I'd use the tri-stat food rather than sustain. I don't think it's going to add enough. You could do it, but the heavy attacks and tri-potions are enough. You just got to time them correctly. But I'm never a big fan of taking keeps with about 3 or 4 people because it never works out well. But there you go. Was it the Emp? I don't know. No, in our luck. Yeah, it was Emp, I think. Let's go and see what's going on at Ray. Yeah, so I've had difficulty with some Nightblades. The ones that seem to cloak, I can seem to get with these stealth detect pots, but the ones that are sort of dancing around you are really hard to deal with on this because obviously you've got low mobility apart from the chains, and obviously if you've got a couple on you, it's pretty much game over on any build. But you got pretty high health, so you're not going to get a lot of ganks, as it's going to be hard to drop your health. I mean, you could, like I said, you could change the food or run vampire, but I don't know. I think vampire would probably increase the bash cost, so it's going to be even more. I'd rather just not have the bash cost increase. Yeah, M group, yeah, that's probably what you're going to get in the mornings, isn't it? There's that Nightblade bloke again. Ah, press the button. Yeah, so everyone's playing Nightblades because they're just so strong these days, aren't they? He's just going to run everyone around. The kite blades, that's what I call them, just everyone high mobility, super fast, trying to trap them down, pin them down, always running rallying cry. But I said the chains is nice, you've got to have chains because it gives you the major berserk, so it's going to increase your bash damage temporarily, so it's going to keep pulling you on them. You've got pull and trap, pull and trap. But they do get a bit weary to try and fight because they just keep running around. The only way you can combat that is run yourself. I do want to try a Nightblade bash build because obviously you can hide and sort of surprise attack bash. They are a real nuisance to fight. See, they just get constant running away. But I mean, I know why he's running away against multiple people. He's expecting what I'm doing, so it's hard to, once you've lost the element of surprise on a bash build, you are on an island to nothing pretty much. But yeah, the rallying cry, a lot of people running that still. Well, you still got out of that. Queue for a BGs or something. I might as well just keep attacking him because there's nothing else going on. I'll queue for a Battleground, see if we get some more, bit more action going. He's gone. But yeah, there are other ways you can run this, but I do find that the Deadlands Demolisher is a must because it gives you so much extra bash damage, and the Veiled Heritance gives you a lot of extra bash damage. I mean, you could chuck a sustain set on, but I just think your bashes are they're just not going to hit hard enough. I'd only put a sustain set on if you're running it 2 bar. But I think with 1 bar, that's the beauty of 1 bar, because you don't have to keep pre-buffing everything too much. It does allow you to run a lot less sustain. I mean, you could make a better bash build 2 bar. And a Third Sorcerer is actually the best for bash builds. But they're very tricky to reproduce. you'd have to run two-handed on the back bar, proc the two-handed ultimate onslaught for a penetration 100% for 6 seconds, quickly bar swap, make sure you're really pre-buffed, and then sort of bash away. You got your dark deal to restore resources, so you don't have to invest again too much if you run a sorcerer. But so this one is centered around your ultimate popping. So make sure on this build I'm a Nord, so you get ultimate generation. You've got mine heroism for ultimate generation, and I've also got decisive for ultimate gain as well. So I said you do get the corrosive pretty quite a lot, and make sure you heavy attack as well in between, just to get some more resources back. It's definitely a yellow morning. We've got a Battleground, so let's go. Please don't be Crazy King. Oh, I'm on my own. I still don't know what mode it is. What mode is it? Are you going to say what mode it is? Or am I just being stupid? Oh, deathmatch. Oh, bloody hell, it's a deathmatch. How often does that happen? You go into a Battlegrounds and it's a deathmatch. Once in a blue moon. Let's see what we can do. Obviously your CP is disabled, so obviously people can have a lot less block mitigation, so it probably does work a little bit better in Battlegrounds, but we'll see. Ooh, nearly got 3 kills. Crazy King 90% of the time, yeah, always Crazy King. I don't like Crazy King. Especially if you have a really bad Battlegrounds, it half drags on. Like I said, I never quit a Battlegrounds, I would just keep going. You're not always going to have a perfect Battlegrounds, are you? But yeah, Deathmatch is just the best, and it's short and sweet, to the point. I like Chaosball, that's probably my second favourite. Detect pot, sort that. See? Detect pot. Boom, gone. Like I said, with Nord, every time you take damage, keeps pushing your ultimate up. Pin. Bash, 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 bash. Dropping like flies. Someone's running the old meta build. Getting arrowed. Potion? No, too late. Yeah, I never quit. I just, don't get the ump. You can't always have a brilliant Battlegrounds, can you? Sometimes you do just get in a bad match with a bad team, but I'll just carry on. That's why, if it's Crazy King, it's probably going to go 15 minutes. It goes on for ages, doesn't it? But at least if it's a death match, and you're not doing too well, it'll be over quick. Just why quit? It's like it's only 10 minutes or whatever in it. Just push through it. You might surprise yourself. I know you can get some awful turns with you, and they're heavily unbalanced. They can be. You get frustrated easily. Just try and stick with your team. Obviously, I'm going a bit wild here, but wait for that ultimate to kick in. Chain in, pin. Am I pinning? No. That's not where he's going, this bloke. High mobility, might play this moves. Wasting so much time trying to get him. And another tip as well, I would say, is I would definitely play more Battlegrounds if you're new to PvP, as you do tend to get players that are a bit more easier to deal with. You can still get hard players, but I think on the whole, you know, Cyrodiil, because it's gone on for so long, you tend to just get really good players. You don't get noobs much. So I'd definitely try Battlegrounds and just get used to things. Against the old team here, I'm gone. That's another good thing about bash builds. They're very forgiving. You can take a lot of punishment, even though you haven't got a lot of critical resistance, because your actual resistances are so high. You can take a lot of punishment before you go down, especially if you're in the ult. They're just fun to play, you know. I find them fun to play anyway. Interrupting people when they're doing a spell is brilliant. So you just need to overwhelm people quickly. This ain't working, he's blocking. So I said, pin him. Just tapping him. Didn't go too good. Too much there. What's the score looking like? 12 kills, 4 deaths, not too bad. But as I said, with a lot of my builds, they are builds you can sort of just put on, and they don't have a high skill level, as I'm not a skilled player. But you know, if you're new to PvP, these are builds, one bar builds you can just sort of slap on and get on with, you know, learn the ropes. And the old pops, that's where the damage comes in. Your chain is so useless, sir. That's a new one. The reason I'm chaining is because it gives you major berserk. And it's a gap close. think we won. Is there any point in moving forward? I bet when I get to the players it will probably be finished. Oh, I can't find a player. Give me a player. "17 kills, 5 deaths, not too bad. It was a good battleground. I don't know what that was going on about, it's useless. Did they say it was useless? No, I'm sure they did. He's put, yeah, probably. Your chaining is so useless. But it's because it's not, I suppose it's not a skill that people use a lot. The damage is crap, but the damage is not the point of the chains. The whole point of the chains is it grants you major expedition, which is nice, so it makes you a bit fast. You get the major berserk, which is good because that's going to increase the bash damage. Yeah, and it's a gap closer because this bash build, this particular bash build doesn't have a lot of mobility because it's full heavy, so you are slow. And I've chained loads of people, sorcerers and that, to try and escape. It works well for me. But I said, just put on what works for you. This might not work for you, the chains might not work for you, the bash build might not work for you. Don't blame the build, It's not for everyone. I remember seeing bash builds back in the day, I was I ain't doing that, it's going to not work well. It works for me, I like the setup. It's just a simple, easy setup. I might do another Battlegrounds. Well, I'll just queue for one in the background, as if there's just them running round. It might be a bit rubbish. Mind you, yellow might get distracted with red a little bit, so people are just pissed by being chained. It's annoying. Yeah. I mean, I just find it works on this build. I think if you remove the chains, you haven't got that gap closer, and I said it hampers Nightblades getting away from you, and especially them streaking sorks, because they're the worst. Because obviously, I've had that before. I've got someone down to low health on the sork, and of course they streak away, don't they? But the chains, fall right back on top of them, and that major berserk it's too good to pass up, isn't it? They sit on high point, melt you with crystal phase, and you pull them, and then they send you sorks. Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of sork builds. Again, I do struggle with them, but yeah, a sorcerer in the right hand is real trouble. But I've got on this build, again, I try and have counters for everything, but you can't obviously manage every class against you. But on this one I've got the Oblivion damage, so that will go through shields, which is nice. So if Arcanists and Sorcerers, you can sort of get through their shields a little bit. And of course I've got the detect pots for any pesky Nightblades, because I find a lot of them if they're them sort of Nightblades that cloak and try and disappear, they're sort of finished. But like I said, you have to just see how things are at the time, you know.
Aid me.
Was this 2 Templars? 2 Templars. Templars can be tricky as well because they like to hold their ground, so you need to try and see they've got that circle, so it's keeping them afloat. So they're not even focusing on me, they're just trying to get rid of the ads and then deal with me. So I need to deal with them before I think someone might have helped. Oh, I think he was helping in the background there. So, 2 Templars down there. I have a Stamsork though. Yeah, I've got, well, yeah, Stamsork as my main character, but I just haven't used it much. I probably will release the build once I get some good clips on it. I end up just ganking and doing bash builds at the moment. But yeah, Templars are not too bad to deal with. You just need to sort of pull them out there. They shield up, don't they, and put all the defensive stuff, you know, and you need to sort of get them out of their comfort zone. You need to pull them out so they're not really running away from you as much. But yeah, Templars can be a little bit tricky. Killing 2 players with Living Dark Art, that was very strong. Yes, like I said, I just timed the corrosive correctly and caught them off guard. I mean, I know they was on a resource point, and also there was having a few NPCs nibbling them, and I think there was an archer sniping them in the background. But yeah, like I said, it's just that element of surprise. You can do that. You can also do another crafty, which is just bash them, and then they think, oh, look at his, you know, rubbish bash damage, you know. And don't pop the corrosive, you know, and that's what I think might have happened there. I didn't pop the corrosive for ages because I was waiting for it to build up, and they probably thought, oh, he ain't got enough damage to punch through, and then of course you pop the corrosive, and then the damage is suddenly 5 times, and then, you know, it overwhelms them, and that's what you have to do. You just got to overwhelm people very quickly before they shield and you know, start blocking, basically. Which game is this? This is Elder Scrolls. You've got a marked accent. I don't know what that means. Is it the same people here? Oh no, Hot Wind. Or he's a good player. This could be tricky. Too much damage for me. But again, if I had the corrosive up, probably would have lasted a bit more. So I said this build is built around corrosive. You're vulnerable when you're not in corrosive. So I should have paced myself a bit more there. See, you do want to be quick and bash them down fast, but obviously if you're not prepared, you're not prepared. Don't rush into things that you're not going to win, and they were good players, so... Oh look, this is why I like the chains. I should knock them off the walls, there we go. I don't think this player wants to fight me, or is he just messing with me? He's too fast and all. 3. Let's go somewhere else. Just got me butt whooped. But yeah, there's a way of doing it, especially if you find yourself you're in a 1v1 duel with someone and you want to bash. Just bash them for a couple of minutes and don't bother popping your ult, you know, if you can hold your own. And then they'll think, oh, he's got no damage, he's got nothing, and then, you know, quickly throw on that corrosive chain, pin them to the ground, and then just overwhelm them fast before they realise that your damage is now quadrupled. Don't seem to be any more Battlegrounds coming up. What is this? Never seen this before. Do you want to? I don't want to quit my game. Don't know what I pressed there to make that happen. What's happening here? Something going on. Someone taking a resource point. I think if you took it, it's better more than one player. Oh, it's more than a few players. I don't get very much joy out of this situation. Got oh, that was the Emp group, wasn't it? I think I had a good chance there. Oh, someone's taking all round here. Let's go back round here. Back to Glade Mist. It's just groups running around at the moment. God, mine is lagging terribly. They got an healer with them at all. this. I'm still burning. Quality seems to be going a bit rubbish now. That's cloud gaming for you. I know hot wind is a very good one now. It's just that Warden Hill is just drop them down and they'll just fall over again. Oh, got him there, but I think I got a bit of help from the back there. So I said, you know, these people are a bit more vulnerable when they're on their own. See, in the group, I suppose it's all stuck in the Walden Hills, I don't know. He wants to fight me on his own. He's got me there. Yeah. See if I can get him with the ult. See if spinning me round. Oh, he's wasting my ult time. Yeah, I don't think the Templars like being against bash builds much though. Surely if I hold him here he can't get out the door. Does that work? He escaped again. That's how you can see they're a good player if they're, you know, they're using the environment to their advantage. Just get one on their own. Well, at least we done them three. 4 of us against 3 good players, that one. Not too bad. If anyone wants to see the build, let me know. And if you could give the stream a like, it would really help me. but yeah, my sort of goal is to maybe move to PC and with Elder Scrolls hopefully, and I'll probably play some other games. I'm looking at things I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping they're going to be good and similar to Elder Scrolls are Ashes of Creation and maybe that Thrones and Liberty. I think like it's got a good PvP scene hopefully. Thinking of New World as well, but I'm sort of, I don't know, two minds with that. Let's go and grab another coffee. Right, I am back. Did the Battlegrounds come up? Because the queue's gone. I bet it come up when I was fighting. But yeah, I've had a lot of people say that they like the bash builds, you know, and I've had other people say that, you know, they won't kill good players, they only kill noobs, blah blah blah. You know, maybe they're right in a way that it's not going to kill the best players, but in my experience, whatever build you put on, you're not going to kill the best players, are you? You know. Obviously, like I said, if people cotton on that you are a bash build and you lose the element of surprise and they realise what you're doing, yeah, they can just block and then literally bypass everything you're doing. You have to overwhelm quickly. It's not a dueling build, is it? 1v1 as such. It's more of a sort of surprise build, you know. In certain situations it can be very strong, in other situations it might not be very strong, you know. Depends who you're up against, depends if they're expecting it, you know. But if you keep fighting the same people over and over, they'll realise what you're doing. I just wish there was a couple more few sets to push this beyond a little bit better, but you know, because it's 1 bar, it's limited. There's more you can do with 2 bar sorcerer bash build. That's what I was going to put together as the dark deal gives you endless sustain, obviously. I think you just got to run it in a 2 bar. I think I have tried 1 bar bash, so I don't think it's as viable. I think the way to go is, if you're going to go 1 bar bash, it's got to be DK. If you want 2 bar bash, then definitely go sorcerer. anyone knows where they're at. Well, that's what I said. I must have pressed the home button. We're going somewhere. I don't know where we're going. Like I said, I will be doing more streams more regularly. Every time I'm doing a bit of PvP. Just to showcase some of my builds, have a good time, get some good kills. But that's, I mean, you can't win with people, you know, players or whatever, innit? Because you know, you run the meta. People will say, oh, you only won because you're running the meta. You're a meta person, being carried by your sets, and then you run something non-meta like a bash build, and then people complain about that. And you run a gank build, and then they complain about that. You know, you're always going to get people complaining. Just play what you want, what you're comfortable with, innit? You haven't got to play just to keep other people happy. Play what you want. Not every build has to be top notch, does it? It's about having fun, having a build that you enjoy playing. And a bash build is fun, you know, it's a fun play style. But like I said, because you've got no penetration on the build, even though you've got higher bash damage, you said you're totally centred around corrosive blocking, so I don't know if I can even get access to whatever's going on here. Can I? Someone's destroying it. Probably come here and no one can get there. Oh no. Twat alert. What's going on here then? We've got a little night blade. No. Oh, that's just a potion. Need to oh, I want to kill this night blade quickly. Here we go. Get him in time. I don't know if I can. Probably not. I need the potions to find him. Oh well, Battlegrounds. Chaosball. We've got a low level team, so it could be a bit tricky, but you never know. CP's not everything, some people are still really good players.
For honor and a glory.
Just about to say, stick with your team, and I've gone the opposite way. Did I? Damn it. That was sloppy there. Against a good team there.
We must get the ball.
I'm getting my butt whooped. No. They're just sticking solidly together. We'll have to all hit them at once. Actually got one. Where's the Chaosball gone? Should have healed it. It's a tough old match, this one. Whole team's gone. Get hit by like 4 players. I still took him out. Just didn't have enough steam to carry the ball. Yeah, Chaosball is a good. Is probably, like I said, my second favourite one. But it's a problem if you get a team just dominate for it. It's a bit. I don't think anyone's going to get the ball from these. I wonder if you ain't even got a full team. Right, sneak attack. See that? Bashed, interrupted, and was put off balance there. Careful. I'm not being careful. They got a healer on attack. If they've got a healer on attack, it probably explains why we might be struggling. They actually lost the Chaosball. Is it going to spawn in the middle? Can I make it? Oh god, I'm slow. Give me more speed. It's got to respawn surely. No one's had it for a while. Yes, I've got it. So I'll just hold off. I'll just hold off with it. Don't you touch my Chaosball. Funny thing is the Chaosball, because it's making you take damage. It's building up your ultimate for you as a node. So if you only play Chaosball, just be a node, because you always get ultimate in. Oh well. Well, at least they hold it a bit. So even with a bash build there, not too bad on the holding the Chaosball, because you've got high resistances, I suppose. So now I've almost got my ultimate back again, just from holding the ball. Not too bad, not too bad. It's just it's purple to me, you've got to whittle them down. I'm not a min-1 player. I want to put on the purple one. Come down. Oh, I just couldn't get him. Come here. Probably won't get this power either, not in ult. Oh, did I? I didn't get it. Orange have got the ball, that's the first, isn't it? Come on, come up here. Oh. Get the ball off here. I'll take it. Come on, give me that ult. Level 39. Good player for level 39. Now I've got my ult proc, so when I need it. Let's see if I can get some damage. Going on the offensive with the Chaosball. Oh, that didn't work too well. The health is draining. That was a good standoff. $120k, that's a bit of damage, isn't it? I can't complain too much. Tough match. When are they going to release the new announcement for the new chapter this year? I keep waiting and waiting every day. I'm sure last year it was the 25th it was revealed. There should be some information soon. PvP chapter. Yeah, no chance. No, I don't think they're going to do a PvP chapter. That's super wishful thinking. I'd like them just to do half and half. I still enjoy the PvE. I just would like them just to do, you know, one of one. That's what I would like, you know. Half PvP, half PvE would be nice. I think that's fair. I don't know why they're so against doing anything PvP related. Oh, so I was just trying to roll that until the ult came, but it never did. But I think making chapters entirely PvE is wrong, you know. I think there should be some aspect of PvP addressed. I mean, I know that you could argue that new class is technically PvP as well, but still not directly, you know, a couple of changes of maps or something, you know. Looks like they're all the M's probably hitting Walden, I guess. Let's try and go there and support, but it's probably not going to end well. Oh, I can't move. Oh. Hate when that happens. Looks like I won't be supporting him. Really want to do a werewolf build again as well, because again they're one bar, but they are tricky. No, they're not. They're nowhere near as powerful as they used to be. They just slowly fizzled out. Unfortunately, I have seen a couple of good werewolves still, but unfortunately you don't see many. I think an ideal set to run with werewolf is Engine Guardian. I've seen a good werewolf running that, and they were doing well. High health and Engine Guardian, I think, is definitely the way to go with the werewolf. Step away from the hybridisation would be nice. Give us better class identity. Build, yeah, definitely. I think they initially done the hybridisation to make things more versatile, more varied, but there isn't a lot of varied, is there? Everyone's running the same tosh. Yeah, I don't agree with all the changes they've made, that's for sure. But hopefully this year they'll make some better things, some improvements. I didn't mind the endless archive, but I wasn't a big fan of that at all. And making the sets rubbish and all, which no one really wanted, was another silly move. I mean, I know they didn't want to make overpowered sets, but I don't think anyone's using the new sets. Is anyone using the new sets in Endless Archive? I just can't see any value in them, barely. So I've never bothered even farming them. I mean, I've done all the achievements on the Endless Archive and just left it at that. Which was a shame. I thought it was like wasted potential. The Endless Archive could have been a bit better. So hopefully the next chapter, I suppose you're going to get 2 new dungeons next month, I'm assuming. Which I don't mind, I do like the dungeons. I bet there's a massive Zerg up here. Just probably run into my doom. Oh, they've took the keep. It's a hard life being a Smurf. Let's just see if I can snatch a kill or something. That would be lovely. Where have they gone? Oh god, they're getting the other scroll. Oh no, he's on his own. What's going on here? That's horrible. Normally with scroll runs you get people helping. Oh, here they come. Should have popped the ult. Here comes the go. That's that. Did he put the scroll? Well, that was a waste of time. Let's see if we can defend the last keep before that goes. I've seen some people use the 5-piece pen set, but I see no need for this on my character. It's got enough pen across the board in PvP. Actually open and I need to about even trying. Yeah. That's the thing, innit? I don't know. I thought the DK set was going to be good because it had major heroism. But you know, I think it was picked up quickly that it was going to be overpowered and just shot into the ground. And I said the pen set, yeah, it's not bad, but it's not really ideal. So hopefully, I'm hoping with the new dungeon pack that probably comes out, it's probably going to be a new dungeon pack. Might have some good sets. You know, that's really going to mix things up. I'm dying for a bash build set. Or anything, you know, it's going to bring a bit more, pull us out of this horrible tanky meta. But it's not going to be easy. Need something to really shake this game up. Bring back some werewolf build, bring back some of the stuff that's just gone. But I mean, you want to have a real good time in PvP. You can't. You just got to play Nightblade really, because they're just everyone's playing them. They get so many buffs, and the healing is just crazy on them. I don't know what I'm planning here. I'm running at probably like 10 people. Are they here? Oh no, they're back in the cave. I thought they was going for the next scroll. Maybe not. I don't think there's anyone on the scroll. no matter what they do with the sets, people always find ways to cheese and make things meta. Yeah. You can't win really in the game, to be honest. But I do think there's far too many sets, or bring some of the old sets back. There must be like 400 or 500 sets in the game now. What's the point when 90% of players run the same build in every class? Yeah. Is there someone here? I didn't think there was anyone here. Someone just snuck in. Yep, someone snuck in. When I say snuck in, oh, they got me out with it. Oh, night lag again. See the night lag coming. Yeah, this is not going to end well. Yeah, I mean the meta is that, like I said before, it's just dual wield masters, ice staff, the veteran ice staff on the back bar, and then you're either running way of fire on the front bar, on the body, sorry, and then probably like sea serpents or death dealers. That's what most people run, and it just does them crazy dots over time. Or the Marcelusk monster realm, it procs all, when it procs when you've got a certain number of stats effects, it's really hard. I mean, I've tried it, I haven't done all that great with it. It's a lot of bar swapping and craziness, but yeah, if you can make it work, then it's real bad. Have they not grabbed it yet? It's a very boring meta. I'm surprised they've not nerfed the Masters dual wield. But I mean, so you think of all the amount of sets in the game, there would be massive variety, but there just ain't, is there? We've got the scrolls. Let's see if we can stop the other one. One more push. Once more onto the bridge. That's why I said I try to play bits that are not as meta, things that, you know, a little bit different. I think I was literally almost one of the only werewolves left. One of the only werewolves left on the EU server, I think, pretty much. Well, I only play in the morning sometimes, so. But yeah, and then eventually I just give up with that, moved on to other things because I was just sick of the lack of buffs. For werewolf, I said it can still work in the right hands, but it's very, very challenging there. And all you used to see was werewolf because of the vampire meta. I think if they nerfed the vampire passive, you might start seeing a few more werewolves appear. Imp group. I don't think this is going to end well either. Maybe when they break in the door, might be able to sneak a kill.
Look there. That's the one what bested Captain Blackheart and banished his crew.
So run to your teammate. deserve it. Yes, I got a kill, I'm happy. Vampire passive must be nerfed desperately, yeah. I can't believe it's carried on this long. Like literally every PvP character you have to put a vamp, but I don't on this particular one. But yeah, pretty much people just running vampire, aren't they? Just needs to be nerfed desperately. Nerf vampire. It shouldn't even have that 30%. I wouldn't even make it 10%. Or if they want that 30%, put it on stage 5, where it's really, really costly to keep. That's another way of doing it. I'm not saying I want werewolves completely across the whole map, but it'd just be nice to see some variety now and again. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream there. It was quite a reasonably good stream on the Bash DK. The build is on my channel if you need it with the full guide. So it's a lot of fun to play. And I'll see you in the next stream.